This closet was only 5 feet long. There's the broken one, and then all those brackets pulled out of there. And see that one over there, that one's fine. So a tip for you is to spread all of your weight out on your clothes. Don't put too much weight at any one point out to the far right or to the far left of your shelves, or this is what's going to happen. Now this closet, it only had one shelf in it originally, right at that height. So what I'm going to do something a little bit different. I want to create 2 shelves so that you can hang just about twice as much clothes in here. And what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take that one bracket off. We're going to patch up all these holes too, by the way. And we're going to raise that up higher. And then we're going to put one down a little bit lower to the floor, right in there. So we'll have 2 areas to stack, you know, shirts, tops, blouses, that kind of stuff, short pants, whatever. And then a third of this closet will be for full length clothes. I'll show you. I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. And we'll be able to put way more clothes in here and not damage the shelves in the future. Also gives you a way to install or put more clothes in your closet. So I think you've seen these types of closets before. So if you only have one closet shelf, you might want to think about doing something like this, and it's really not that hard. And when you're looking around, look for your project and determine how many of these you might need, and look and see if they sell these in bulk. Because if they do, your job, maybe you only need half, maybe you only need 20 brackets, but if you buy 40 brackets, you might be able to buy 40 or 50 brackets the same as you can for 20. And now you've got enough screws and brackets for your next project. So think about that kind of stuff when you're at the store. And again, I bought these, and I only needed 5 or 6 of these for this project, as well as I wanted maybe 1 or 2 extras. But they had these in bulk, so I was able to buy twice as many of these for the same price as buying a 2-pack. You know, 3 2-packs were as much as buying 12 of these in a package, you know, all together. So look at that. Now I've got enough shelf brackets for the next job, because you always need to install an extra shelf somewhere, don't you? See what I mean? It's going to stop right there. It has a natural stop because I left that on there. Those are dividers every so often on the shelf, and that helps hold all of the weight. Had I have cut this shelf a little bit shorter, then these clothes would just slide right off the end. So you got to be careful and remember that when you're cutting shelves shorter than end to end, you want to get this little stop on there first and then measure back from there. Then if you have a gap, make it over into the pocket, because right over here in the pocket, it doesn't matter if you don't have an end. We just happen to have an end right there. But if this pocket would have fit right there, that would have held this here. Do you see what I mean? So think twice, measure twice, cut once. Here's something else I wanted to point out. Even though this was only a 5-foot wide closet, if you stack things like this up there, and if you fill that full and put a couple of those boxes up there, this shelf not only has to hold all of your clothes, it also has to hold whatever you're going to put up there. And if you got some heavy stuff up there, the more the reason to put 2 vertical brackets on here instead of just 1. Now the other shelf, they only had 1 here. So now that I've separated this out in thirds, I've got the weight distributed more evenly Plus I can put a lot of weight up on top of here, and however much clothes she puts on here, I don't have to worry about it. Alright? Think about your project before you get your materials, and if you have to get some extra brackets, get some extra brackets at the store. You can always take them back if you don't use them. Be ready.